movements that feel good this morning. It's moving with ease in different directions. Maybe wiggling the fingers and wiggling the toes, shaking out the ankles and the wrists. And then when you're ready, begin taking a few steps, getting acquainted with the surface beneath you, noticing how the foot is meeting with the surface. Then slowly bringing the body into stillness. Feeling the feet as they push down into the floor. Feeling the muscles slightly engaging in the legs. Draw the belly in a little bit as you lengthen through the spine. Head reaches up towards the ceiling. Then bringing the ears over the shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over ankles. Closing the eyes or gazing on an object. Allowing yourself to be still, to notice. Making little adjustments so that you're comfortable while standing, but feeling strong. Gently bring your attention to the mind, noticing what's going on this morning. Is your mind quiet, busy? And bringing the attention to the breath, feeling the breath as it moves in and out. Gently deepening the breath in through the nose and back out. Settling into your yoga space. We'll start off this morning with 3 cleansing breaths, maybe bringing the hands to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. Slowly sigh the breath out through the mouth. And 2 more times. And gently let the hands begin to rise up towards the sky. And then allow them to separate them, palms down towards the floor. Coming around in a circle, meeting back up. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. 2 more times with your breath. And pause at the bottom. I'll go the other direction. So this time, turn the palms up towards the ceiling, reaching up. Bringing the hands together and down through heart center. Inhale up and around. Exhaling down through heart center. 2 more times. And allow the hands to come down by your side, back to your mountain pose. Paying attention to the feet, pushing the feet into the floor, soft knees. Draw the belly in just a little bit as the head rises towards the ceiling. And soften the shoulders. Bring the chin down towards the chest. Take a deep breath in, fill up the area behind the neck, between the shoulder blades. And gently sigh it all out. And gently roll your chin over towards one shoulder. And then back through center and over towards the other shoulder. Continue moving back and forth at your own pace. If you feel like so inclined this morning, you can continue the circle around. After you've gone one way for a few times, go around the other way. And pause as you bring the chin down to center. Again, breathe into the back and let it all out. Bring your chin up to neutral and shrug the shoulders up and down. Finding some range of motion through the shoulders this morning. And then this pause with the shoulders up towards the ears and bring them to the back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze through the shoulders. Soften the shoulders down towards the floor and squeeze them forward. Up to the ears, squeeze through the back, lower, and squeeze in the front. Couple more times with your breath. Go at your own speed. Maybe you notice an area that feels tight or sensitive and you kind of go back and forth over that area a couple times. See if you can create a little bit more space and openness. And then once that direction feels good, we'll pause and we'll go the other direction. Bring the shoulders back up to the ears. This time let's go forward and squeeze. Down, back and squeeze. And up. Again, move at your own pace. Create space where you need to. And pause. Take a slow breath in. And an even slower breath out. Inhaling the arms out to a T. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Draw one hand down towards the floor and the other to the shoulder. And then bring your ear towards your fingertips on your shoulder. And then we'll switch. And switch. And move at your own pace a couple more times. Paying attention to connecting the feeling from the fingertips up the arm to the neck. Making some space for all those nerves in your neck and shoulders. One more time to each side. And then bring your head to center and your fingertips to your shoulders. And then elbows together. And then elbows apart. As far as you can and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze on the back. Elbows together. Bring the chin down towards the chest. And then open up. Reach the chin up towards the ceiling. Squeeze through the back. And then move at your own speed. Of course, with Thanksgiving coming up, I'm thinking we're acting like turkeys. You could gobble if you want. And one more time, both directions. Back to center with the head, lower the arms down, shake and shimmy anything that needs shaking out. Take a huge breath in and slowly blow it out. Inhale, reaching out to the sides. Take up as much space as you can. Exhale the arms down to the outer thighs. Sink into your chair. Feel those muscles. And slowly all the way back up. And exhale down. Inhale all the way up. 3 more times with your own breath. And last time, this time, sink into your chair pose. Adjust your feet, legs nice and strong. See if you can lift up all 10 toes. Hands can rest on the thighs. You could bring them to heart center. If you want, you can lift them up towards your ears. Keep breathing. And hold the pose for 3 more slow breaths. And after your third breath, slowly come back to mountain pose. Take a breath in and let it out. Inhale, reaching up, holding on to the elbows. If that doesn't feel okay this morning, taking a hand, allowing your arms to go in any position that feels comfortable as you move into your side stretch. That top elbows reaching up and back. The head can turn any way that feels good. Breathe into the side body. Inhale back through center. And exhale the other way. Feel the ribs spread apart as you inhale and soften as you exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale the arms down. Slide the hands down the outer thighs. Sink into your chair. Take the hands of your choice. 3 long, slow breaths. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, reaching up. Again, you could hold on to the elbows. You can reach for the ceiling. Into your side stretch. And breathe. Inhale back through center. And exhale the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, arms down. Sink into chair. 3 long, slow breaths. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, mountain. Pause for a breath. Inhale, reach one arm up. Side stretch. Maybe this time you add a little resistance, holding on to the head. About 25-30% of your strength. Head pushes into hand, hand into head. And breathe. Now back through center. Reaching up on the other side. Find your stretch. Feel the ribs stretching apart. Shoulders up and back. 2 long, slow breaths. Back to center. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, sink into your chair. 3 long, slow breaths. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale back to your mountain pose. Take a breath in and let it out. Sink back into your chair and pause. From here, we'll move into our forward fold. So coming to a forward fold that works for you this morning. Could be hands on thighs, hands on our elbows on thighs. Using your props or reaching for the floor. As you come into that forward fold this morning, just noticing where you're feeling any tightness or tenderness. Maybe making this a little bit dynamic by bending and straightening the knees. One more long, slow breath. Push into the floor, engage the belly, and slowly rise all the way back up. Exhale to your mountain pose. Take a breath in and let it out. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sink into your chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Take 3 long, slow breaths. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, back to your mountain pose. Take a breath in and let it out. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sink into chair. 3 breaths here. And exhale, fold. 3 long, slow breaths. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back to mountain pose. Take a breath in and let it out. Transfer your weight over to your right foot as you step back with left for your warrior 1 foot pattern. Hands on the hips. Feel the hips forward, drawing right hip back, left hip forward so that they're nice and level. Picking arms of your choice. Finding strength and ease, so making adjustments through the arms if there's pinching through the shoulders, the neck. Feeling the chest expand and soften. Exhale the arms down and step the feet together. Transfer weight to the left foot, step back with the right. Again, take time to get a nice strong foundation. And choose the arms of your choice. Finding ease and strength. 3 long, slow breaths. Exhale, arms down, and step the feet together. Take a slow breath in, and let it out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink into your chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back to your mountain pose. Weight onto the right foot and step back with your left. Back to warrior 1. Inhale, reaching up. Few more long, slow breaths. Exhale, hands to the thigh. Paying attention to that back heel pushing down, feeling the length up to the top of the head. Maybe you lift the arms so they're reaching towards where the ceiling meets the wall. This adds extra weight to the spine, so if this feels like it's too much, keep the arms down or maybe just do 1 arm. 2 more breaths. Notice what's going on in that back heel. Keep it pushing down towards the floor. Exhale, hands down, and step the feet together. Take a breath in, and let it out. Transfer weight to the left foot as you step back with your right. Got the foot pattern. Inhale, arms of your choice. 3 slow breaths. Exhale, hands to the hips. Leaning forward slightly, feeling the back heel pushing down. Connection all the way up the body to the top of the head. Maybe adding the arms. And breathe. Exhale, arms down and step the feet together. Take a breath in and let it out. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sink into your chair. 3 breaths. Exhale, fold. 3 breaths here. Slowly rise all the way up. Back to your mountain pose. Breath in and breath out. Putting the weight into your right foot and step back with the left. Back to your warrior one. Inhale this time. Let's reach our arms out to the sides. Bring the hand down on the side of the leg that's up in front. The other arm up, side stretch. And breathe. Inhale, back to center. Bring that hand that's on your thigh to your hip and turn towards that shoulder. Bring into a little bit of a twist. Maybe you look behind you, maybe you don't. 3 long, slow breaths. And slowly come back to center. Inhale, reach back up, back to warrior one. Exhale the arms down. And step the feet together. Take a breath in and let it out. Transfer weight to the left foot as you step back with your right, warrior one again. Pick arms of your choice. And then exhale out to the side. The hand that matches the knee in front comes to the hip. Side stretch. Breathe. Exhale the arms back down. And we'll twist towards the hand that matches the knee, or the shoulder that matches the knee. And breathe. One more nice, long, slow breath here. And slowly come back to neutral. Inhale back to your warrior. Exhale, arms down. And step the feet together. Take a breath in. And let it out. And we will come into a wide leg stance. If it feels okay, turn your toes so they're closer than your heels. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Come into a forward fold. Maybe you don't go as far. Depends how it feels in the legs. Maybe you bring your blocks or your props in front of you. And breathe. One more slow breath here. Engage the core, bending the knees, and slowly rise all the way back up. Exhale the hands down. And then turn the toes out, heels are in. We'll do the same thing and notice how it feels this time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you want. Coming into the forward fold of your choice. And breathe. Engage the core and slowly rise back up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, reach through one arm, side stretch. Maybe lift the heel. Yeah. Feel the ball of the foot make contact with the floor. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale, reach up on the other side. Maybe lift the heel and breathe. Exhale back through center. We'll do that 2 more times each side. Exhale back to center. Three breaths. Back to center. Last time on this side. Long, slow breaths. Back to center. Nice job. Last time on this side. And back to center. Inhale, reaching out, making your star shape. Exhale, draw the elbows down and back so you're squeezing through the shoulders. Lift through the chin. Exhale, bring chin to chest and arms together. Inhale, open, squeeze. Exhale, together. A few more times. Bring your head back to center. Reach through one arm and back to shoulder height, and then reach the other arm. Moving back and forth. Maybe you add in that heel lift as you go. And pause in the center. Let's sink down into our squat. Hands can stay on the knees. Drop one shoulder towards the other. Maybe you reach. Maybe you add in a little bit of a lunge. And then pause in the center. Coming into your squat a little bit deeper. Reach up on one side. And then back to center. And reach up on the other. Keep going back and forth at your own speed. And pause in center. Inhale, rise all the way up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, elbows down, squeeze, lift through the chin. Exhale, chin to chest, arms together. Inhale, open and squeeze. Exhale, chin to chest, together. One more time. And then bring the hands down behind you to the lower back or interlace the hands. Open up through the chest and breathe. Slowly exhale into a forward fold. Feel free to release the hands. 2 breaths. And slowly rise all the way up. And step the feet together. Take a breath in and let it out. All right, we will move to our balance part of the class now. So you're grabbing a hold of your chair, moving to your furniture or wall. Standing in front of your wall or your chair, we're going to start with the high lunge. Put your weight onto your right foot as you step back with your left, finding a high lunge. And play around with your balance, see what's going on today. Some days are better than others. Go where you're comfortable this morning and take a few breaths. Exhale the arms down and step the feet together. Transfer weight to the left foot and step back with the right. Finding your high lunge on the other side. Again, play around with your balance. Notice how this side feels compared to the other side. 2 more long, slow breaths. Exhale the arms down and step the feet together. Take a breath in and let it out. Transfer your weight to your right foot. Step back with the left again. High lunge on the other side. You have the option to stay here and practice with the balance again. Maybe you want to practice lowering that knee and lifting. We'll take 2 more breaths. And pause. We're going to hop this back foot in just a little bit so that we can straighten out the front leg. And the heel on the back foot is down on the floor now. Drawing the right hip back, left hip forward, and then find a forward fold where you're feeling some stretch, some tug, some pull. It feels beneficial to your body this morning. And pause there for time. Slow breath in, even slower breath out. And then we'll slowly rise up, bend into that front leg and step the feet together as you come back to a stand. Pause and breathe. Transfer the weight over to the left foot. Step back with the right. We start in that high lunge. Again, you can practice with the balance, or you can practice with the strength of lowering that back knee and rising back up. Nice job. And then pause. We're going to step the back foot in just a little bit so we can get the heel down and straighten out the front leg. Left hip goes back, right hip forward. And then folding, finding that spot that's sweet, asking for a little attention, and breathe. Few more breaths here. Bend into the front knee and slowly stand up. Pause. Take a breath. Then we're going to work on strengthening our calves and our ankles. So we're going to lift up on to the ball of the foot. Make sure the toes are spread wide and nice and relaxed. And slowly lower down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And rise back up. And slowly lowering down. You can play around with the balance while you're doing this. Add an extra challenge. If you feel like this is getting too easy or you want a challenge, you could take 1 foot off the floor and do it with 1 foot. Keep the belly drawn in and the head reaching towards the sky. If you switch to 1 foot, Let's switch to the other. Maybe you notice that one side's easier than the other. Usually we have one side that's a little stronger. All right, pause. Shake out your legs. And let's step back. Let's come into our 90-degree angle with the torso in the back. As you come into that shape, bending and straightening the knees, doing any hip movements or cat-cow-like type movement you want. Nice, long, slow breaths. Put your weight into your right foot and let that left leg come out behind you. Push through the heel. Head reaching towards the wall. Heels pushing into the mat or towards the wall behind you. Nice and strong. And breathe. Nice job. Bring that foot down. Pause. Transfer the weight into the left foot. And bring the right foot up. Again, push through both heels. Draw the belly in. Head reaches towards the wall in front of you. And breathe. And bring the foot back down. Bend and straighten the knees. And now we'll put away our props for standing balances and make our way back onto our mat. We'll get ready to move down towards the floor. You're welcome to just go there and find yourself into a child's pose or table or down dog, or you can work through a sun salutation. Starting in mountain pose. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sinking down into your chair pose. Slowly folding. Take 3 breaths. Walk your hands or feet so that you're coming into a down dog shape. Maybe dropping the knees into table. Maybe hanging out in down dog for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, find your child pose shape. Give yourself some time to settle into this shape. Make adjustments. Noticing how it feels today. What areas do you notice feel good? What areas maybe feel a little grumpy or tight? And then bring your attention to your breath. Staying in as you breathe in and out as you breathe out. On your next inhale, extend the arms out in front of you and come to a table. As you first come into table this morning, doing a few cats and cow, really feeling the spine from the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head. And pause here. We're going to put the weight onto the left knee. Extend the right leg out behind you, toes on the floor. And then rock back and forth over those toes. Feeling length up the right side, the right back body. And then pause. Lift the right leg up, push through the heel. Turn the toes out to the side and then back towards the floor. Do that a couple times. And then pause with the toes down towards the floor. And this time we're bringing the whole hip up to towards the ceiling and down. Just notice how different that feels. Just instead of turning just the leg, we're using the whole body. And pause with the hip lifted. And then lower down. As you come down to the floor, make any movements you want. Anything organic and natural, or just go back to doing some cat-cows. And then come into a still table. Place the weight onto your right knee so you can extend that left foot out behind you, toes on the floor. We'll start with that rocking action, feeling length from heel to the top of the head. A little bit of movement. And then pause, engage the core, lift the heel. Turn the toes towards the left wall and then back down towards the floor. Really engaging all those muscles up the side of the leg as you turn the foot out and back in. And then we'll pause with the toes down towards the floor and move into lifting the whole hip towards the ceiling and then flattening back out so the hips are even. Lift and lower. A few more times. And hold it for a breath or two. And then gently bring the knee back to the floor. And again, any movements that would be nice. Maybe this time doing some flossing of the spine. And pause in a child's pose. Take 3 long, slow breaths in your child's pose. And then we'll come to seated. Feel free to grab your bolsters or folded blankets to sit on top of. As you first come to seated, feel the sits bones rooting down, nice tall spine. You'll be doing a few of the seated cat and cows. You can find your alignment. Let the hands come behind you. And we'll open up through the chest. If it feels okay to let the head hang back, feel free to breathe into the heart space. Nice job. Come back to seated. You can place your hands underneath your thighs. Sit up nice and tall. And then slide the legs and let yourself follow. And then bend your legs up And it tends to be a little bit easier if you're on carpet. The mat, you get a little stuck on. Just moving up and down. Try to keep your back nice and long and your gaze down toward your toes. And then you can pause with the legs extended, or you could put a little bolster underneath your knees so you have a little bend in your knees. If you have your strap nearby, you don't need it. You could put your strap around the end of your arches of your feet, and we'll come into a forward fold. And breathe. And your inhale, come up to seated and bring the soles of the feet together. Sitting up nice and tall. Start off with a few cat and cows. And then pause. Feel the sits bones reaching down as the top of the head reaches up. We're going to turn this into a twist. So bringing the right hand behind you, looking over the right shoulder. Maybe the left hand comes to the right knee. And breathe. Slowly release back to center. Inhale, lengthening up. And then exhale, twisting the other way. And back to center. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, folding forward. We're here for a few more breaths. See if you can soften a little bit more. And slowly lengthen up. Place your hands on the outside of your thighs and help them up towards the ceiling. We'll do a one leg forward fold. You can keep the straight leg straight out from your hip, or maybe you'd like to do it at an angle. Yogi's choice. Inhale, reaching up. And then out in front. And begin a little bit of movement forward and back. If your leg is in front of you, coming down forward, and you can also do that if your leg's out to the side, or maybe you begin to walk your hands towards your leg, feeling a little bit of a twist and a stretch. Scan the body, notice how the pose feels, make adjustments. Wanting to feel some tug and some pull, but no sharp knife-like pains. And then allow the breath and time to do the work. On the inhale, use your hands to push yourself back up to seated. Pause for a moment, and then switch your legs to the other side. Inhale, reach up, feel nice length. Notice the sits bones sinking down, backs nice and long. Bring the arms straight out from the shoulders and hinge from the hips back and forth. And then when you're ready, finding your forward fold, maybe coming straight down, maybe walking a little bit, coming into a little bit of a twist. Soften and breathe. Push into the hands, slowly rise back up. Unwinding the legs, bring the legs out in front. Again, bringing the hands down beside or slightly back behind you. Open up through the chest, lift through the chin, and breathe. And then release, holding behind the thighs and slowly lowering down onto your back. As you come down onto your back, maybe taking the feet wide on your mat so the knees can fall towards each other. Maybe crossing the arms across the chest. Bring the chin down towards the chest a little bit. The chin does not have to touch the chest. Just giving a little bit more of an opening in the back of the neck. Then uncross your arms and cross them the other way. Open the arms wide, straight up from the shoulders, making a T shape. Walk the feet so they're hip distance apart, knees towards the ceiling. Pause here. And then bring the right knee in and give it a hug. Foot and arms back to the floor. Bring the left knee in and give it a hug. We'll do that a few more times. Bring the arms down to the floor. Lift the other right knee. Give it a hug. Arms and foot to the floor. Left side. And this time, let's bring both knees in together. Give them a hug. Maybe you lift head, neck, shoulders. And then slowly lower everything down to the floor. And breathe. Take the left leg and cross it over the right. And then bring the knees in towards the chest and give them a hug. And then bring the feet back to the floor. Arms to the floor. Unwind. Take right leg over left. Draw the knees in and give them a hug. Arms to the floor, unwind the legs. Pause. Take the feet the width of the mat and let the knees go right and left. And then pause. Scanning from the top of your head down to your toes. Notice what's going on for you. If you're ready for your Shavasana, feel free to go there. If you want a little bit more movement or another pose, feel free to do that too. You could do a bridge, you could do happy baby or legs up, or a twist. Enjoy 5 to 10 slow breaths in a pose or movement of your choice. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way into final relaxation pose. Allowing yourself to get as comfortable as possible using pillows and blankets and sweaters and socks. Scanning from the top of the head down to the toes, letting the head feel heavy, adjusting the shoulders and the arms. Softening the belly, relaxing the hips, adjusting the legs, the toes. Noticing the breath. Noticing what parts of you move as you breathe. I invite you to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. Or if you're ready to gently begin waking yourself up with gentle movements, wiggling fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Staying on your back or slowly rising to a seated position. Giving yourself a few moments to scan from the top of the head down to the toes. Noticing how things feel now at the end of class. Bringing the attention to the mind, observing. And then back to the breath. We'll take 3 long, slow breaths together, maybe bringing the hands together, placing them on the heart. Let all your air out. Slow breath in. And slow breath out. Thank you for joining me this morning on this beautiful cold Friday before Thanksgiving. I wish you all a very, very happy, healthy, and safe Thanksgiving. Look forward to seeing you not next Friday, but the following. I believe it's December 2nd. Namaste.